Hello, and welcome to TechBoost TV. I'm Jaime, and today I'm going to show you how to install both single and dual processors into the Dell T5610 workstation. Before beginning, we recommend checking with the manufacturer and ensuring the latest firmware is installed. For this installation, you will need a Phillips head screwdriver. Please check out the quick spec link in the description below to learn more about processor compatibility for the T5610. First, ensure your computer is powered off and the power cord is unplugged. Next, press and hold the power button until the white light is completely shut off to ensure there is no residual power remaining on the motherboard. We recommend going through this process with the workstation on its side to have better access to the system's interior. We also highly recommend you check with the system manual and comply with the recommended safety instructions. To open the system, lift the latch found on the side and remove the panel. Also temporarily release the optical drives and set them aside. You now have access to the heat sinks, which you must remove to install the processors. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, unscrew the 4 screws holding the primary heatsink down. Once the heatsink is unscrewed, carefully disconnect the fan power cable and set the assembly aside. You can remove an installed processor by carefully pulling back the 2 retention pins, lifting the final processor cover, and then only touching the sides of the processor, gently lifting it out. If needed, clean thermal paste off of the processor and heatsink with rubbing alcohol and paper towel. Once the processor is removed, you will install the replacement processor. Take notice of the directional marking on the processor and ensure it aligns with the corresponding mark on the motherboard. Gently place the processor inside the socket and secure a snug fit. Close the processor cover and replace the retention pins to lock the processor in place. Now apply a small pea-sized amount of thermal paste to the center of the processor. It will spread out once you place the heatsink on top. Secure the heatsink on top of the processor by aligning the holes on the heatsink to the screw mounts on the motherboard. Screw the heatsink down to ensure a firm hold, and now reconnect the power cable. The second processor is installed in the same manner. Remove the heatsink, then any installed processor. Next, clean the heatsink and insert the processor into the slot before applying thermal paste. Secure it in place with the retention pins, affix the heatsink to the motherboard, and reconnect the power cable. To finish, replace the optical drive assembly, and finally reattach the external panel. Please check out our how-to videos covering processor, memory, hard drive, and video card installation for this and other systems. If you have found this helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. We welcome suggestions on how to make these more useful, so please don't be shy with requesting additional content.